So hummus is made primarily with chickpea or garbanzo beans as the base. Nowadays, when you go to the store to buy hummus, typically you're going to get a hummus which is made with chickpeas which have been boiled in order to get them soft. Okay? Now, when you boil a food, of course, you're going to diminish the amount of nutrition in the food. So I'm going to show you another way to make hummus. It's the original way, the original Bedouin made hummus for years. This is how we do it. We start with some chickpeas. Now, if you see, this little chickpea has a little tail growing there, and it is actually soft and sweet at this point. I mean, I can crush it in my fingers, but with the dry kind, it's hard as a rock. Okay, so what we're going to do to start out with is we're going to add, it's about 6 cups of chickpeas to our food processor. I like to move it around like this because I feel I can, get it to blend better. Also, I feel kind of macho doing this. Some people like it more chunky, some people like it smoother. You can do half and half as well. Okay, so now we have our ground up sprouted chickpeas. And we're going to put that in a bowl. Okay, so that's the start. And a lot of raw food recipes follow 2 steps. You create a base by grinding it up, and then you make a sauce, 3 steps. And then you add the sauce and mix it. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Now we have our base ready, and now we're going to make our sauce. And what we're basically going to make here is a tahini sauce. Okay, now this sauce you can use to make hummus, but it's also a great dressing for salads. It's a great dip. You can just dip some, carrots or celery crudité inside, and it's really yummy. We start with our lemons. I'm going to show you an easy way to do your lemons. Cut the ends off, and then just take off the yellow part. Okay, the pith part, the white pith part is actually really good for you. It has bioflavonoids in them. Okay, and also it makes your sauce a little bit more fluffy and light. Okay, so we have the lemons in there. I'm going to put a little bit of garlic in, okay? This is about 3 cloves. Does anybody not like garlic at all? Great. All right, garlic. A little bit of cumin. We're going to put a little bit of sea salt in there as well. We're going to put a little bit of olive oil in here. A little bit of water. Now, we're going to get some fresh herbs in here. Now, a lot of people use dried herbs when they make things, which is fine, but, fresh is better. It will make the hummus a little green colored. People always ask me, why is your hummus green? Well, it's because we use fresh herbs. Okay, so here's a bunch of parsley. Now, the stem of the parsley is actually bitter. If you taste it, you'll see it's quite bitter. So you don't want the stem in there. So you want to basically just get the leaves. I'm going to show you an easy way to do it. You basically hold it like this. You take your knife and you just run the knife down along it in this direction. And what happens is you basically get most of the leaves off in very short order. And then you can just kind of pick off the remaining ones. And now I'm going to add the parsley in there. And it's not really traditional to use cilantro in hummus, but I love cilantro and I find it works really well in this recipe. So we're going to think a little bit outside the box here. Put some nice, beautiful cilantro. I love the smell of cilantro. Okay, here we go. We're going to blend this up. See, now it doesn't look like it's going to make a sauce, right? Well, let's see if we can make it into a sauce. Okay, so we're almost there. Now that we have that nice sauce, we're going to add some tahini. Now, tahini is really just ground sesame seeds. It's like peanut butter, but with sesame seeds instead of peanuts. And so I'm just going to put in a bit of tahini. Great stuff. And it's going to thicken the sauce up a lot. All right, look at that stuff. Isn't that look beautiful? Yeah, it smells awesome. And I'm just going to give it a little taste because it's always nice to taste your food while you're making it. That is yummy. I love that. And now we're just going to mix that up a little bit. All right, so this is our hummus. Look at this stuff. I mean, it's super high in protein as well. Chickpeas have more protein pound for pound than red meat, and it's far more assimilable by the body. Most cows and steers prefer the vegetarian version. Proven fact.